Hello everyone and welcome to Battle of the Beast Transformation Takedown, episode number 6. I'm Adam and today we've got two more beasts fighting out for a spot in round 2. My opinion on these beasts fighting are not really strong ones when it comes to liking or disliking. They're just there for me. So they don't really have anything that stands out to me for them. So God, I can't talk today. So I guess that's the best way to say it. Okay, so let's introduce them. So, representing Series 9, the Warlock Staff, the second beast, I think, to participate in... second beast to participate in this tournament. From Series 9, we have Minos, the Demon Bull. Representing versus his opponent. Representing Series 16, the Siege of Gwildor, the third beast from this series to participate in this tournament, we have Styro, the Snapping Brute. So, yeah, Minos versus Styro, kind of a good matchup, I guess. Kind of interesting, but I don't have a strong opinion on both of these beasts, so that's why it's one of the earlier fights, because I don't think this will be interesting. But let's see what we can do. Hopefully it can be a relatively good battle. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's get into the stats. Minos the Demon Bull. Minos was once a calm and gentle bull who grazed the fields of Seraph when Malvel's minion Petra fed him magically poisoned seeds. This kind creature transformed into the Demon Bull. Cruel spikes jutted from his hooves and twisted horns sprouted from his head and nose. They were sharp enough to tear a person to shreds. Age 27. Power 273. Magic level 176. Fright factor 97. Size 295. Fun fact, Minos blows out a foul-smelling black steam out of his nostrils. Okay. Powers and abilities, natural weaponry, enhanced strength, thick fur and hide, and quick turn and attack. That's pretty much all to say about that. And weaknesses are tail removal and reversion. So, yeah, moving on to the next beast. Styro the Snapping Brute. This lobster is bewitched to become the size of a whale and far more formidable. Filled with such rage that Tom could barely handle the sound of this beast's voice. Age 17, power 203, magic level 174, fright factor 90, size 292. Powers and abilities, natural weaponry, underwater breathing, poisonous gas manipulation. Styro permanently emits a poisonous gas from the seaweeds on its back. These fumes disorientate foes. Poisonous gas immunity, enhanced strength, and enhanced durability. Weaknesses are reversion from pain. If Styro is harmed enough, he will revert back to a regular lobster. And small spaces. Okay, so now that we've done the stats for Minos and Styro, time to get to the battlefield, which would be... I am tempted to go for a beach-like arena. I believe this is a completely new arena, so yay, happy days, a new arena. Yeah, I think a beach arena might do well. So with that, let's get into the battle. As the chamber doors open, Styro's chamber is immediately flooded with water, which he doesn't seem to mind. As he makes his way out of the chamber, along the floor of the water, he comes up, he pokes his head out of the water and is greeted by Minos standing at the edge of the beach, looking around for his opponent, thinking that he's going against a water beast. And Minos is correct. As Minos locks eyes with Styro, Styro immediately comes out of the water and charges up towards Minos. Minos, not backing down, claps her hoof against the floor and charges up towards Styro. Head bowed down, ready to just impale him with his horns. Styro lifts up his pincers and pushes Minos back with his pincers against Minos' horns. Minos quickly backs away and then charges back up again. This time it hits Styro, knocking him back, but not by much, as Styro continues to charge up towards Minos. Minos turns round and decides that he's going to attack Styro from the side. He headbutts Styro on the side, knocking him down. And Minos continues to just stab at Styro with his horns, but doesn't seem to be doing much. Styro is able to get back up, not feeling too much pain for being pushed over. in which he turns around, and with the poisonous gas coming from the seaweed, Minos sniffs it and feels disorientated. But Styro used that to his advantage and grabs onto one of Minos's legs with his pincers, tightens the grip and pulling Minos completely off balance, making him fall onto the floor. Styro then lifts up the claw and then brings it down, smashing Minos into the ground. Minos goes to swing his tail around and hit it directly on Styro's forehead. He doesn't seem to feel much pain due to his shell just taking it very easily. Styro uses his other pincer to grab onto Minos' tail and tighten it hard enough to just cut the tail clean off. Minos roars in pain by this, but then Styro uses his free pincer that was just cut the tail off to grab onto one of Minos' rear legs and tighten the grip to where blood is coming out of Minos' flesh. Minos is roaring in pain, swinging his head violently around trying to get to Styro, but nothing seems to be working. Styro then gets a very clever idea where he's backing up into the water, or the ocean, or the sea, whichever, or back into the water, and he's dragging Minos with him. Minos realizes what's happening. He gets a grip with his two free hooves and is trying to smash the shell to break free from the grip, but Styro only tightens his grip more and bites down onto Minos' side, causing Minos to bellow in pain as Styro continues to pull Minos back into the ocean. Minos is trying to break free, trying everything he can, but it doesn't seem to be working as Styro is overpowering him with his immense strength and durability. Minos can feel the water starting to flood into his open wounds. He's wincing in pain, but not giving up, and eventually Styro just turns around violently, chucking Minos into the water. Styro follows Minos into the water as Minos is struggling to stay afloat. Styro lifts up his pincers and grabs onto Minos' rear legs, tightening the grip hard enough to cause more blood to gush out, and pulls Minos below the watery depths. He releases a grip of one of Minos' legs, and using that free pincer, he pinches it onto Minos' neck, tightening the grip for Minos to gasp for breath, and his air that was inside of him immediately escapes. Minos' eyes open wide as he realizes what just happened. Minos is struggling for breath, trying to batter Styro away, but Styro is taking it like a champ, refusing to back down from this beast who's just trying to get away, to break the ocean roof to get some air. But Styro is refusing to let Minos out of his grip. Styro decides to bite down on Minos again, causing him to yell out even more in pain. And as soon as Minos opens his mouth, more water gushes into Minos' mouth. Minos is struggling to breathe now. The light is starting to fade from his eyes, and Styro stares into his eyes as the light from Minos' fade, and his body just stops writhing around. Styro finally releases his grip off Minos as Minos' now deceased body floats up to the top of the arena, and Styro turns around without coming out of the water, makes his way back into his chamber, satisfied with this very quick victory. So with that, Styro's won, Minos has lost. You think Minos should have won? Please comment below. I think that, however, my word is final, and Styro's moving on to the next round. Yeah. So I think with the arena, Minos was already kind of screwed from the ready, set, go kind of way. But with his horns, he has to be like really close up. And I believe that the size of both of these beasts are either around the same or a bit different. But I could just, either or though, I can picture Styro's shell just being that more durable than Minos' fur. So I feel Styro can take more of a hit, and if he can apprehend Minos, then game, set, match. I think also it was already over for Minos when Styro drags him into the water. I can't see a way in which Minos can win. And this is coming from someone who's not the biggest fan of Minos and not the biggest fan of Styro. But for once, I'm defending the Series 16 beast here and say that Styro would win against Minos. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but that's the first time for everything. Will it happen again? Probably not. But that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below. I need to remember that I need to stop saying that part of the outro. But yeah, Styro's moving on. Minos is not. I know someone may be a little bit obsessed about that, but hey, I don't know how Minos could have won. So with that, peace out.